Andinos and FutScarbs FC. They played midweek in a catch-up game where Andinos narrowly came out on top 2-1, even though FutScarbs did take the lead early on in the match. So we'll expect another tight encounter. FutScarbs are just sitting outside the top 4 in 6th position. They've been in decent form recently, beating Phoenix last week. Andinos currently sit 3rd, and a win would cement their finals aspirations. So a lot to play for both sides as we see Ferreira go down the line looking for Resende, and back to Ferreira, who goes in the middle. Araujo, was he fouled? Nothing called. Now Serrano battling for it in the center of the court. Serrano looks to lay off to the left. One back by Araujo. Araujo driving forward, a couple of step overs, and now Escobar plays to Mejia. Saria slows it down. Escobar. Throw ball for Saria. Can't get it under control, and Neto will see it over. FutScarbs side ball deep in their half. And they play Bissan in the middle to Resende. Araujo. Escobar gets a little touch in, and now he wins it. Serrano dawdling on the ball at the back before playing Mejia, who returns to Serrano. And now Escobar. Serrano once again. Saria. Quick feet from him, and plays Serrano on the flank. Trying to work their way up the court, the Andinos. Escobar. Serrano. Mejia. In the middle. Escobar back out to Mejia. And now Serrano. Mejia shoots from range, blocked by Resende. Ferreira beats one, loses out to the second. Saria, we know he's got a good shot. And that one taking a deflection, just trickling wide of the goal. Andinos will have a corner. Intercepted by Araujo, and now here's a chance. One-on-one Araujo, and he finishes. What a great goal that is from Wagner Araujo, who catches them out from the misplaced corner. And the FutScarbs take the lead. Andinos to restart. Serrano. Escobar. Mejia. Slips over, and that one trickles out. Over the top, cleared by Ashmore. Only as far as Resende. Neto now, a good first touch, can't bring it down completely though. Saria across to Mejia. Serrano finds Escobar. Saria. Escobar down the line. Mejia in the corner. And now Bisson will have the ball from the keeper. He plays to the feet in Neto. Neto to Resende. Resende across to Ferreira. Good ball through for Araujo, who's got space to drive forward. Looks to go through the legs of Serrano. Circles back around and loses out. The Andinos are on the counter. Saria twisting and turning. Resende will see it over. Escobar. Serrano. Down the line to Saria. Mejia. Serrano again. Escobar. Quick feet into the middle. Mejia. Serrano. Saria. FutScarbs are happy to sit in their own half defensively. Mejia, a loose touch. Picked up again by Escobar. Ball over the top. Headed clear by Ferreira. Serrano, first stop of the game. It's Valenka on for Saria. Is that ball down the line to Mejia. Back to goal. In the middle. Stolen by Araujo. Resende. Neto under pressure. Resende. Escobar up very high on him and he's won it. But cleaned up by Bissan. Bissan plays Resende. Down the line to Ferreira. Looking for the 1-2. Araujo ups back to Resende. A scoop ball into the chest of Araujo. Ferreira, loose touch. However, it took a touch on the way through. FutScarbs will keep it. Resende makes a move at the top of the D. Comfortably saved by Ashmore. Mejia. Escobar, Serrano. Mejia's making the run. Serrano looks for him. Serrano, Escobar. Valenqua. Scoop ball over. Cleared by Ferreira. Is Araujo, the goal scorer, having a break. In the middle to Mejia, who turns. Serrano flicks out to Escobar. Looks in the middle. Pass smothered. Escobar, Serrano. Stolen. And the ball chipped down the line. As we see Victor Armani make way onto the court. Ferreira taking a sub. Armani to Resende. Neto, good feet, can't keep it in. Serrano lays it off to Gongora. And Oscar Gongora's shot deflects behind for a corner. Serrano flicks it in the middle. One back by the FutScarbs, but one back again by the Andinos. Serrano down the line. Gongora on the turn. High wide and not so handsome. Resende. One-on-one with Gongora. Chips it forward. And looking for the layoff into the runner Armani, but Saria will see it behind. And it'll be another corner. Armani at the top of the D, stolen, one back. Armani again, nice turn, but an even better tackle. Flicked forward by Serrano, only as far as Resende, who goes for the step over, gets dispossessed. Serrano, Arias, a big chance! And he's missed the target. It would have been a great way to level for Ivan Arias, but just couldn't convert. It's looking promising for the Andinos. Early shot by Resende. Ashmore's off his line. Arias. They've got no keeper. Got to be careful. Arias still going. Ball to the back post. Hassan collects it. Armani. Pressure by Valenqua, who goes tumbling over. The 1-2. Armani. And Gongora does enough to shield it out. And Daniel Barras looking to come back on or come on for his induction today. Valenka. Arias, Serrano. Serrano down the line to Correa. Serrano with the toe poke. And that one deflects behind. Serrano can hit it on that thumping right boot of his and does. Back post ball. Looking for Arias. Just a bit behind his run. As Daniel Barros checks on. The player coach for FutScarbs. Barros. One by Gongora. Arias under pressure. Gets it all the way back to Serrano. Serrano plays his left in Arias. Arias across to Correa. Correa has Gongora. Gongora looks to cut inside. He loses out. Great tackle by Serrano to win it back. Ball through, looking for Correa, but just couldn't get it under control. And Neto, in fact, it is a timeout from Andinos, who find themselves 1-0 down despite their superior ladder position. So they'll definitely be looking to change it and won't go down without a fight. In the midweek match between these two exact sides, the score was 2-1 in favour of the Andinos, but they did go down an early goal. So nothing too concerning at this stage in the match. It doesn't look like Luca Bergamy is present, their player coach and captain. So a big out for them. I've heard he's had surgery for a hernia, so we wish him all the best in his recovery. However, it was good to see him play on Tuesday night, however, on Monday night rather. However, maybe aggravated something and he figures it's just better to take it easy. But for sure, it's a big loss for the Andinos tonight. They'll need the likes of Serrano, Perez, and Gongora to step up. Perez, his first induction to the game now. Perez, a fullback for Maddington White City in State League Div 2. A player full of experience. A keen eye for the pass. And here he is now. Perez, a heavy touch, he loses that. Can FutScarbs manufacture something? There's a shot on the turn by Rosende, but he couldn't keep it down. Correa, driving forward. He's got that sweet left foot, sub Correa. Possesses so much danger to the league. If you give him any space in and around the D on that left foot of his, you can be sure there's bound to be some goals. So something for FutScarbs to be careful of tonight. Neto, he hasn't had a sub yet. His tank will almost be on empty. He's still going strong. Barros plays it into the feet of the pivot, but Gongora sees in front. Correa, Saria, or Arias rather, was that a foul? Ref says no. A little bit of a dangerous pass there from Neto. He gets away with it. Barros, a heavy ball. Great feet from the number 5 to get it out to Barros. Good use of the body. Looks for the return ball, and Arias' touch is too heavy. Barros scoops it over. A lovely ball. Gongora does well with the roulette and just about keeps it in. Neto makes the run after giving it to Rosende, and now he gets on it again. Halil Neto looked like he wanted to line up the volley, but ball just a bit too far ahead of him. As we see the number 8, Edgar Hernandez, on for Andinos now, and he's on the ball immediately. Hernandez. Arias. Perez. Arias again. Great ball over the top. But Gongora just can't bring it down. He acknowledges the pass with a hand gesture. Rosende scooped into Ayima, who's on for his first minutes now. A late arrival for FutScarbs, Karo Ayima. the number 8, possesses so much talent. A goal-scoring threat for the men in blue, that's for sure. And so is this man, Rezende. He's always full of tricks. And he plays that one off to off Hernandez and gets it back. Armani out wide to Oyema. Oyema looking to cut inside. Loses out. Arias. Perez is on the left. Scuffs his ball, and now a chance for FutScarbs on the counter. Oyema. Armani. Still Oyema. Rezende. Armani. That's almost a good turn. But Edgar Hernandez getting that vital touch to send it over. Gongora, he's been stellar today so far. Perez to Escobar. The marquee link up and that ball in. A lovely bit of interplay there. You can see what they're trying to do. Pass just a tad too heavy. Christian Mejia back on. Oyema gives it away. Saved with the feet by Bissan. And now maybe a chance on the counter for FutScarbs. The ball trickling out on the way through to Araujo. Araujo back on. Haven't seen him much since he scored that goal, but he'll be looking to potentially add another one before halftime. Escobar looking for the ball through. Perez back to Escobar. Down the line to Mejia, looking with the back heel. Rezende. A shot on the turn, is that a handball? Referee says no. I think it might have been. FutScarbs get away with one there. And it looks like a booking may be coming out for Edgar Hernandez, who's getting a talking to by Gab Malaco. He lets him get away with that one, but just tells him no more. And Mejia. Hernandez scoops it in. The 1-2. Great defending by FutScarbs. Good feet from Araujo. And still calling Araujo. He might have a chance again. He's out wider than he would have liked and runs out of real estate. Perez. Escobar. Hernandez. Mejia looking for that killer ball. Hesitates on it for a sec. Gives it out to Hernandez. Hernandez being pressed. A good ball by Escobar down the line. Mejia flicks it up to himself. Araujo defending gallantly. And he shooted that one out. FutScarbs. We've got the sideline ball on the far side of the court. Bissan puts his foot on it. Good ball to Rezende. And Bissan can't touch it. Was that not too touch? I thought maybe it might have been. Nevertheless. Play goes on. Hernandez. Escobar. Back to Hernandez. Escobar again. Waiting for options. Down the line to Mejia. Can he get a shot off on the turn? Gives it away. And now FutScarbs have numbers forward. A 3-on-1. Going to the back post there was Rezende. But no one running to tap it in. Escobar. Serrano. Flicks it down the line. Mejia holds it up well. And that's a foul. 2 minutes in the half, and Andinos have a foul in the final third. On the left side of the court, John Claver pointing to the exact position of where it's got to be. Serrano, powerful effort. Can they finish it on the follow-up? FutScarbs clear their lines. Mejia. Flicked inside, picked up by Resende. Ferreira, and it's a 2-on-1. Can they make them pay? Araujo for his second of the match. Out wide to Ferreira, nice feet. Resende looking for the 1-2 with Araujo, who loses out. Serrano, and now the Andinos are driving forward. Serrano slowing it down. Puts his foot on the ball. Escobar, back to Serrano. Escobar, quick feet, but not quick enough to beat Oyima. And 1:05 left on the clock. Inside stop clock territory. Look to flick inside there. But now another chance on the counter. Leo Ferreira to make it 2-0. But Ashmore with a gallant effort, or a gallant save rather. It's given straight back away. And they've got the foul FutScarbs. Andinos aren't happy. Araujo, Neto, toe poke, off target. Serrano's up high. So is Mejia. They want one before halftime. Mejia down the line to Serrano. And back out to Mejia. Serrano again, one-on-one with Neto on the turn. A good block to prevent it from going in. Are they going to get another bite of the cherry? And that's a foul there by Ferreira. Serrano goes down, and they will have a chance with 23 seconds left on the clock. Serrano, you'd have to think, would be favoured to take it. A right foot that possesses so much goodness, so much power, Serrano. Is he going to go direct to goal or lay it off to Arias, who can strike it first time? He goes direct to goal. And what a save. It took a deflection, but Bisson couldn't be fooled. And FutScarbs going down the other end, looking to spark a counter. It was cut out nicely by Serrano. He's doing it at both ends. Neto, will we see a customary toe poke? We do. And it wins them a corner. Oyima standing over this one, switches out with Neto, and will he look to strike it first time on the left boot in the middle. And 10 seconds left now. The Andinos have it. They take it quickly. Arias, Escobar, a loose touch. Serrano, one last chance maybe. It's not looking likely. And FutScarbs can clear their lines and see the half out. As Ton Claver's whistle goes, that's half-time. FutScarbs lead 1-0, courtesy of the early goal from Wagner Araujo. And we will have a quick ad break and be back with all the action in a moment. And both sides ready to hit it out for the second half. Christian Majir to take kickoff for the Andinos. In fact, it will be Serrano instead. He plays Majir. Escobar driving forward. Serrano. Good defending by Neto. Serrano to Escobar. Serrano again. Tries to juggle it over and does Majir. They'll get another side ball. Escobar lays it off to Majir. And coming in there was Resende. Down the line, Serrano. Can he pivot onto that right boot and shoot? Majir looks across the face of goal. The FutScarbs might be on here. Ferreira, it was a great ball by Resende to find him. Majir, first time ball out to Perez. And Perez, Majir, loses out. Neto, a long ball into touch. Escobar will collect it. Perez allowed to bring it forward. FutScarbs retreating inside their own half. Escobar. Majir, Serrano. Down the line to Escobar, who looks for that back post runner in Perez, but Bissan, the fine stop. Majir puts it out. Resende. Neto across to Ferreira. He's under pressure. He gives it away. Majir plays Perez. Perez feeds Escobar. 1-on-1 with Resende. The 1-2. And almost got in the behind. Did Jorge Escobar, but just not quite. Bissan. Resende gives it away. Neto cleans up at the back, and now Neto's been unleashed. Great ball over. Hello, Neto. A touch of class. Perfectly over the top for the volley, but just couldn't quite get the connection on the ball. Majir. Flicked over. Gongora on the slide. Very nearly there from the big man, Oscar Gongora. Neto. And that one played out of bounds by Neto. Couldn't keep it in whilst looking for Resende. The Andinos will get another bite of the cherry. Majir. Serrano. 1-on-1 with Resende. And Resende puts it out. Majir will get it back. Serrano. Perez making that run at the top of the D. And cleared away. Majir, back post ball. Serrano with the back post ball, rather looking for Majir. My apologies. Majir on it now. Gongora, back rolls to Majir. Across to Perez. Perez given away. Armani, what can he do here? Good use of the body. Still going Armani. Runners at the back post. And just couldn't have that finishing touch. Big chance going, begging for FutScarbs. Better Armani did awfully well to work the chance. Expected better from his striker there to finish it. Correa back on now. Perez. Gongora. Given away now. Resende. Armani. Great save by Ashmore. Andinos are away. Serrano, he's got runners, lays it off, but a good clearance. And they've got a corner now, Andinos. They want this win to secure that maiden finals berth. Perez gets around one, loses out to the second. They're still going Perez. Great fight from the number 7 to keep that play alive. Serrano. Correa. Serrano across. Gongora. Down the line. Correa just can't keep it in. Oyema back on now. Bissan in the middle and finds the number 8 who's under pressure and loses out. But Armani wins the loose ball. Now Gongora gets it. Gongora, Perez, across to Serrano. Serrano can't quite keep it in. However, he plays it off Armani and gets the side ball. On the left, taking a deflection, and that's the corner. A good effort from Correa. We were talking earlier in the first half about what danger that left foot possesses, and there very nearly was a piece of play that proved that point. And now FutScarbs are away. Great challenge by Correa, but can't quite keep it in. Given away. Andinos are on here. Serrano slips over. Perez making way to the bench. Edgar Hernandez on now. Oyema. Araujo. His score separating the two sides at the moment. Can he double his money and hit the jackpot? Araujo still going. Araujo saved by Ashmore at the near post. And now he's going on a run. Ashmore, Serrano, one back by Neto. They might be on here, the FutScarbs. But great defending by Correa to keep it alive and not allow them to get that shot away. It could have been dangerous. Serrano plants his foot on the ball and slows play down. Serrano again. Correa, Andinos appealing for a foul off the ball. Correa across to Hernandez. Gongora at the pivot position. Can he turn and shoot? Oscar Gongora, was he brought down? Referee says yes. And the Andinos have a foul at the top of the D. Oscar Gongora, as he was about to pivot and shoot, was brought down by, I believe it was Oyema. Now a real chance for Andinos. They've got great shooters on the court in Correa, Gongora, and Serrano. Any three of them could hit the back of the net easily, you feel. Gongora looks like he'll take it. Great save. Bissan dives on it. He wants to earn this clean sheet tonight. Oyema, his pass blocked, and Bissan making sure that it goes over. And here goes long, Bissan. And that one going the way of the Andinos. Gongora. He'll make way to the bench. It'll be Ivan Arias to hop back on. Serrano. Is that a handball? The referee doesn't call it, but there's a foul going the way of the FutScarbs. No complaints by the Andinos, so looks like Ton Claver made the right call. And that long ball, a great challenge. An even better interception, and now a counter at the other end, but Oyema defends gallantly. And a shot from range there by Arias. Can't test Bissan. Serrano. And a shot off the left by Correa, but once again blocked. Approaching the halfway point of this second half. 10 minutes remaining on the clock. More than enough time for the Andinos to win it from here. However, FutScarbs have held on this far, so you can be sure that they will be determined to see it out and get a bit of revenge for the midweek fixture where Andinos got the better of them. Correa, heavy touch, still drives. Edgar Hernandez's pass was blocked by Armani, and Correa will sweep things up at the back now. Can he pick out the pass? It's fallen to the feet of Serrano. And they're pressing Araujo. Nothing called by the referee. A layoff. A chance for Hernandez. He's taken too long to dispose of it. Oh, Yima, can he keep it in? Not quite able to. Serrano to Correa. Correa stalls on the ball. Hernandez. Correa scoops it forward. And again, but that one will be cleaned up by Bissan as Oyema checks off to the bench. Armani. Under pressure and loses out. Correa! Great stop by Bissan. He hit that one low and hard, Sebastian Correa. But Bissan refusing to be beaten. And it's a blue ball from the side. Correa checking off to the bench. Ferreira, Rezende. Armani looking for that signature spin. And that one played off Armani. Andinos will get it. Serrano. He's played a lot of minutes today and he's been solid. He's looked like the danger man for the Andinos. Serrano again. Just dictating play from the back and gets it in the middle. Escobar, silky footwork. Still going. But loses out in the end, runs out of room. And that one not disposed off the line correctly. Andinos will get it back. Serrano into the pocket. Edgar Hernandez over the top, but Jorge Escobar can't keep it in. Ferreira brings it forward. Great ball on the turn. And what a goal that would have been. A lovely flick up and volley. It's Daniel Barras back on. The big man at the back for FutScarbs. A great defender. Also a good fifth man as he formerly was a goalkeeper. Has coached some of the best sides in the state. Coached that Sterling Browser Jinga side of old, the Invincibles that made it to the Series Futsal Australia final before being controversially beaten by Rockingham, Cambio, Cumbria on penalties. So Barras, a man of wealth, experience and knowledge. He's on the ball now, and it's a great one over the top. Ashmore clears, and Andinos will get a corner. Rosende looking for that one-on-one. Cuts inside, got two to beat. Ashmore, Escobar flicks it down the line. Barros clears his lines. And it's a timeout by FutScarbs, who will look to see out this last 5 minutes and 45 seconds. The very early goal in just the 3rd minute by Wagner Araujo is still what separates these two sides. Will we see the Andinos go 5th man, or will they keep with much of the same? Initiating a goal will be coming. FutScarbs getting some water into them, catching their breath. They've worked hard today, and they won't want to let it slip. It'll be a big victory for them, a victory which will give them a lifeline of making finals. The slightest chance. Andinos will still probably make finals even if they do lose, but a win will wrap their season up and have them finish in third spot. A great achievement when you look at where this Andinos side was 12 months ago. The likes of Ashmore and Berkamy have been huge when it has come to restructuring this team. From second last in the relegation battle with Longabata last season, all the way to a title chase with the Northern Hawks and the West Coast Cobras. And Magia lets fly. That one was goal bound, blocked on the way through. And you can see it's Andinos that have gone fifth man, so they are switching it up. Ashmore coordinating things and is playing on court as well. Still going, Magia with the intercept. Escobar with the quick feed. Magia just couldn't get his touch right. It was a big, big opportunity. Christian Magia's head's down, he knows it. It was the one that could have got his side back in the game. And they look long, headed clear by Serrano. It's a good result for FutScarbs. A sideline ball high up the court. Ferreira inside, still going. Resende, Ferreira saved at the near post by Ashmore with the right boot. Ferreira, Resende wanting more distance. Back over to Ferreira. Now Ashmore, can he spark something quickly? A great throw to Serrano. Serrano with a chance. An even better sliding challenge from Barros, who gets a round of applause from his bench. Escobar, Ashmore, Serrano, Escobar into the corner, and it was a golden opportunity for Magia once again, who couldn't make FutScarbs pay. And it's a timeout by FutScarbs. The first one was called by the Andinos. It was my mistake. The Andinos bench look happy, they're positive. I think the fifth man is working, and I'd have to agree with them. They're creating the chances. They just haven't quite put them away. But all it takes is one kick of the ball, and they will be back level. 3 minutes and 57 seconds with the last 2 minutes of stop clock is more than enough time for them to do so. We saw a turnaround in the last game for the West Coast Cobras to take away the Supa-Liga B title. They were down 3-0 inside at the opening 7 minutes and came back to win the game 7-4. So they need to get it moving on quickly, but nevertheless, still more than enough time for them, the Andinos. They know that. The FutScarbs know that. They can't switch off, not even for a second. It's only that solitary goal that separates them. As Visan goes long, headed into his keeper's arms there, Escobar. A bit lucky that one wasn't headed for the corner. And now they will go at it again with the fly. Serrano, Ashmore, back to Serrano, a loose ball. And Ashmore's going to get on his line quickly. A ball across to Resende, who's got the overlapping runner, Ferreira. A couple of step overs from Resende. Is he going to get dispossessed? Under immense pressure now. And does well in the end to clear it up the line. And Andinos with a rolling foul called against him. Escobar. Second by second, the clock trickles down. Second by second, FutScarbs get closer to victory. And passes like that are going to be good for the men in blue. They're not going to complain one bit with Ashmore giving away the ball like that. An uncharacteristic error from the star goalkeeper, who will be a Golden Glove favourite, you have to feel. Amazing early form, winning these early season clashes time and time again for the Andinos. hasn't had a second half of the season that quite matched up to the first, but nevertheless has still played very well. Even like tonight, both keepers at the top of their game. The scoreline suggests it. Ashmore conceding that early one, but has been perfect since. And Bissan with that clean sheet he's trying to hold on to. Serrano back to Ashmore and back to Serrano. Escobar, they're trying to work the overload, trying to create some space, and there the ball is. But Arias rather, just didn't have the touch, that golden touch in the final third again. Did hit. And inside stop clock territory now, 1:57 left on that clock. The clock will stop every time the ball goes out. Araujo, still Araujo. Serrano, great strength of the body to hold it off, and now they're on the counter. Correa, great feet. Tries to play Serrano through, but just mistimed his run. FutScarbs are going to get it back. Can they hold on? Every second that trickles down now is big for both teams. Escobar, Correa back to Escobar. Great feet under pressure. Still going. Arias. Ashmore's coming up. They've got to be patient. They can't afford to give it away. They can't afford to squander another opportunity. And that toe poke from Serrano, you feel he could have worked another couple of passes. This is where a good side will stand tall. This is where the Andinos have ground out the result time and time again in the early season, but haven't quite done so in the second half of the season. Can they pick it up again and snatch a point, a very important point at that, because a point that they earn is 2 points the FutScarbs don't get. Pretty much locking down that top four for them. But that ball from Correa, just a bit rushed. And now with a minute left on the clock, FutScarbs can just try to run it down, try and keep possession, and whenever they get pressed, they'll go long like that. They've got to get it over that big frame of Serrano. Is that a foul? Referee says no. That one was called back for a foul in the end, or was it a handball? They're not going to mind. As we see Gongora coming for the fifth man, but it's given away. They get lucky to keep it. Arias, ball to the back post. And what a chance that was. He couldn't quite get the toe in it. Could he, Escobar? Now Ferreira, he's got an open net. But they win it back through the legs. Arias. And it's given away. 23 seconds left. Gongora. This is where heroes are made. Serrano. One last roll of the dice. But that's not going to cut it. The FutScarbs are surely going to hold on now. And they double the lead. Not quite. And with 8 seconds left, the clock will stop. It's one last roll of the dice for the Andinos, who have to get it moved on quickly. But that one trickling out, that should see the game out. They can just punt it long, FutScarbs. Barras will have the experience to do so. And Bissan clears. The referee's whistle goes. And it was that early goal from Wagner Araujo that proved to be the decider. FutScarbs, who have been in good form lately, hold on to a hard-earned one-goal win. We'll just have a look at some of the match statistics to give you a clear picture of the game. So we can see it was the Andinos that did control the possession, 62% to 38%. They had the bulk of the passes and the completed passes, the better passing percentage, and they had more shots on goal as well. 19 shots, 10 on target, 0 goals. The FutScarbs, 14 shots, 10 on target, and 1 goal. So still a very tightly matched contest, but nevertheless a hard-fought victory for FutScarbs, who have been in great form and are going to make one last push for that top four. Two sides that are probably out of finals contention this late on in the season. Scarborough Sharks and Perth Pumas will face off next. what should be a very entertaining matchup. And we will be right back with all the coverage from the second game.